This match is as personal as you get, and it is going to be last man standing between Will Allday and Terrale Tempo, CT.
You know, I can watch Terrale Tempo go up against Will Allday all damn day, because their rivalry is intense.
These two have been trading shots back and forth ever since the Summer of Champions. But every single time, Terrale Tempo keeps coming back with more people, keeps attacking Will Allday, and just basically not leaving him alone, Brad.
Well, this is a last man standing match. No pinfalls, no countouts, no submission. You have to beat your opponent mercilessly until they cannot answer a count of 10. And you talk about the bad blood between these two. Again, we saw the command, which is Terrale Tempo, Q, Big Luther take on Will Allday and Hank and Tank. Then we saw that brutal beat down of Will Allday by the command. These guys have so much animosity built up. This is really the only way to end it.
Do you think that it was a smart idea by Will Allday to go right out of the gate the way he did, CT?
Yes, yes it was. Because when you have this much animosity towards somebody, when somebody pulls all the tricks out of their sleeve, you know what's coming, so you have to come right out the gate, ready to go.
Well, it seems to be costing him, as it looked like thus far only one shot landed from Will to several from Tempo, but now we're inside the ring here.
I love the way that Will Allday started it. You know, Will Allday is like, I'm gonna call my shot, I'm gonna go early. You know, I mean, he could have hurt himself, but you know what? Like Kirby Carry on prom night, he just closed his eyes and hoped for the best.
Sickening shots there from the chair from Will Allday. As he himself said, he prepared for this matchup by spending a few days in the desert to be with himself. If that didn't kill him, what could?
The desert? Which desert was it?
Probably El Paso, I'm not sure. But regardless, it is a very dangerous environment to be in. As Will Allday,
so is that.
You know what's in the desert? Snakes.
You know what else is in
Terrale Tempo has snaked him so many times by doing all these things to him to try to get the best of him.
You know what else is in the desert? A mirage. And could Will Allday have been seeing something that is not going to come true? Could he have thought he could defeat Terrale Tempo in a match so barbaric that we've only had a couple of them in reality of wrestling history? You're the historian, Kirby. You could tell me better than I could, but I can only remember one or two.
Absolutely, and you've got to imagine that there's a reason that this stipulation was chosen between these two, because it just got that barbaric, to use your own word there, Brad. As you see Tempo on the outside.
Oh, God.
Little bit of extra sauce behind that. And this has been all about respect for Tempo. He came back with a purpose, and we thought they were maybe going to hit it off and have a friendly competition at Summer of Champions, but then Tempo showed his true colors, and now
look at that.
Showing his true athleticism as well, CT.
Yeah, definitely. And speaking of athleticism, look at that.
Could have almost ended badly there for Will Allday, but the former Reality of Wrestling champion, not one to ever be deterred from taking chances.
Vertical leap, impressive there from Terrale Tempo, who we know is a collegiate athlete in his own right.
Not going after the eyes.
Somebody who trained in mixed martial arts, could have gone to the UFC, chose professional wrestling. Will Allday, golly, Will.
That is solid steel.
That could have been it right there.
That Will Allday just fell off of, or fell onto rather.
Will's not moving.
His neck looks like it's bent in half.
Referees began his count of 10. This could be all academic right now. That was a nasty fall from Will Allday.
He could have just absolutely knocked himself out with those stairs. But it looks like he's still moving. He's still going. But will he be able to answer the 10 count?
And already up to a count of 7, but Will Allday finds a way to get to his feet in the vertical base. That was a very vicious fall from Will Allday. And I'm afraid, guys, look, we've seen Will Allday battle back for more than this. But after taking a fall like that, the way that he landed, I think it might be academic at this point.
Well, with UFC references here abound, you talked about Will Allday being able to take punishment, but we saw for years Max Holloway be able to take a lot of punishment before he finally got knocked out. Maybe like, what, 13, 14 years into his UFC career? Maybe that is starting to catch up with Will Allday here. As now, Tempo.
God, this is getting ugly fast, guys.
Introducing more weapons into this last standing match. And the only limit to this last man standing match is going to be what Terrale Tempo can think of with these weapons.
Talk about no holds barred. He's really doing whatever it takes to make sure he settles this once and for all.
Will Allday, though, firing back here. Maybe this is just adrenaline from the former reality wrestling champion. Is using the ropes. He got caught though.
See, look, this is what I'm talking about. Will Allday, you know, sometimes he fires first, asks questions later. And right now, his face just got acquainted with that steel ladder. And at what point do you say, you know what? I need to live to fight another day. I know that's not in Will Allday's nature. It's not in his nature. I understand that. I get that. But sometimes you have to, you know, they say that your mind knows, but your heart is deceitful. And right now, Will Allday's heart is telling him he can still go, but his mind knows he needs to lay down and not take any more abuse.
It's kind of like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. I mean, he felt like he had a chance, but then he ended up not having a chance. That's what happens when you put your mind over your heart. Or your heart over your mind.
Yeah, well, I mean,
your heart is big, but
in the same regard, yeah. I mean, it was like a great first round from Tyson, and then his legs were gone. Right. And what we see right now is Will Allday was all spirits in the early goings, including jumping out of the ring to attack Terrale Tempo. But since then, his legs are gone.
Your body can only take so much.
And now Tempo is just taking a seat in the corner. He thinks that he's got enough done here to have taken out Will Allday, as the referee, MJ Bell, is already up to a count of 5. And now a count of 6. Tempo choosing to continue this onslaught.
I mean, this is getting rough, guys.
It is very rough. I think I've seen 2 chairs. I've seen the steel ladder. I mean, how many objects can you pull out?
You know, look, when you're here as long as I have been, you know, you get to know the performers, you get to know the wrestlers, and some of them you consider friends. Wait, hold on here.
It looks like Will Allday is finding that next gear, but Tempo is trying to stop it by any means necessary. As his face met the steel in the corner, and it did so again.
Brad, you spoke about friends. There's no friends in this business. You can tell just by looking at Terrale Tempo and Will Allday.
Well, I think that chair just became friends with Tempo's face.
Yeah, I think they got it very much acquainted. You know, but I mean, what I'm saying is, like, you become friends with these guys. Hell, I went to Will Allday's wedding. You know, I don't want to see these people hurt themselves this badly. And that's why these last man standing matches, they're so brutal. They're so brutal. That's why we've had so few of them, because they take a toll. They literally take time off your career.
Speaking of taking time out of your career here, it looks like Will Allday was trying to end Tempo's.
Wait a minute, what is Will thinking? You never know.
He got caught.
No,
the strength, full display from Terrale Tempo. Will Allday, able to get himself out of that position and using the ropes. But again gets caught.
Oh, look at that. Oh my God, dang. Tell me when it's over. Tell me when it's over.
Tempo yelling, count it. He's saying this is over. As we're going to get a replay of that power slam, courtesy of Replay Games.
Hold on, I think this is over. Before we go to a replay, let's see where we're at with the count here. Will Allday's not moved.
He looks like he's laying there like a rag doll.
Insane impact.
Terrale Tempo just pointing at me, telling me this is it.
This is over.
Look at that.
But right at the last second, Allday literally tippy toes, able to get back up to his feet.
That had to have taken every ounce of strength from him to do that.
My God. I mean, guys, this isn't even fun for me at this point. This is brutal. This is hard to watch. I mean, Terrale Tempo is a special.
Oh!
Autograph! It only takes one.
Tonight it might have to take more because this is a last man standing match, Brad. He can't just go for the pinfall.
Was that just a last ditch effort by Will Allday? The last bit of energy he could muster up. Because Will is down just as long as Tempo at this point.
Will Allday struggling to get up on the rope. And when I look at last man standing, nobody was standing for a couple of seconds.
Well, at the end of the day, it's about the 10 count from the referee there, CT, as it looks like Tempo and Will were able to get up at 9.
Oh.
But now, somehow, Will Allday is still finding more energy for himself.
Will Allday's the craziest person I've ever met. He really is.
You can say that again,
He
Brad.
is the craziest person I've ever met in my life.
I have seen this man do insane things here at Reality of Wrestling, but it is why he is so popular.
I mean, he has such a strong belief in himself.
Oh,
wait a
now we are introducing more hardware here into the Road Nation's ring.
Not a table. These people are savages. I'm sorry. I love a professional wrestling match as much as the next man, but this is too much. This is too much.
I don't think it's too much, Brad. Anything
Oh!
Oh.
A low blow to Will Allday.
When you have that much animosity amongst each other, anything goes. There's no holds bar on what you have to do in order to win.
They're going to put Will Allday in the tenor section this Sunday at church.
And now what's Tempo thinking here? Tempo looking back. This right here might be the kill shot.
Oh man, what is no.
From the top, Tempo. Will Allday though still fighting somehow.
No.
Now Will, what's he got in mind here? This is dangerous, ladies and gentlemen.
I think Will Allday was thinking powerbomb perhaps.
This is beyond professional wrestling at this point here, CT.
Oh, this is personal. 100%.
And now, oh! Kick there from Will. Now Tempo, groggy by the table.
No.
And now Will Allday, what is he thinking here?
Will Allday going up top.
Will Allday from the top rope. Tempo, center of the ring, and here it goes!
Oh my gosh! Right through that table.
Will Allday just exploded Tempo through the table.
Neither man has moved.
Everybody at the Walker Texas Warrior Arena is going crazy over this match.
Both men are down. We're up to the count of 5. Road Nation saying this is awesome.
But no one's moved. What are we at? Going up to a count of 8.
Dangerous spot. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. What the hell are they doing out here? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Are you kidding me right now?
Tempo doesn't even know where he is, but Q and Big Luther of the Command were able to pull him out at the last second and prop him up on his feet. Wow.
Will Allday cannot believe it, but he still can't even get up as Terrale Tempo walks away, or should I say gets carried away here to a victory in this last man standing match, CT.
Getting carried away, I think I've seen it all.
Tempo doesn't even know where he is right now, but he's the victor at Sub-Zero.